Lights are up, boys. Let's kick this off.
Okay. Um, don't worry about the non-responsive gameplay. This is just a set dressing. But I'll be responding to a Mr. Isaac Morgan on Ready or Not. I just saw your video and there's a disagreement here. Wanted to give a perspective of someone who will always say we own our games, not just the license. My argument equates games to an ownership of a car. We, as a consumer, paid in full for the car. The only reason to go back to the dealership is to keep our car maintained. So, let's say on one of these checkups, the dealership decides they are going to change, let's say, your rear view mirror and the radio without your permission. The mirrors and radio still work fine, it's functional, but it did make your car a little less attractive to you. The whole reason you own That's the whole reason you own that car, because of the original look. That's where this problem lies.
Carl, we okay?
I'm a strictly console person. I've tried to play shooters and other games of the like, but haven't been able to adapt to a mouse and keyboard except for strategy games. So for me, very much looking forward to playing this game. Let me read you a YouTube message I wrote on another channel so you understand where I'm coming from as a distant fan that I've watched other people play this game and I've watched all the updates and everything like that. So this is what I wrote on another channel. I guess I can go ahead and mention the channel, the Gaming Gorilla, who was just showing a gaming showcase. I've been eyeing this game since its controversial inception. Looking forward to playing it, so much so I shared a video for Wendigoon to 3 of my friends and told them you have to watch at least an hour of this video, and if you can get through it no problem or don't mind it, then I'll buy the game for them. Because I believe in the project and what they are doing, where it can be just a game or you can actually take life lessons from it, from both the victim standpoint and the officer that should be. that should be. For me, the pros outweighs the cons, and I will fully support it with a couple $100 by buying for my friends, giving me the deluxe edition so we can play all the DLC as well. Gonna look forward to playing it.
Now, Sergeant.
But I put in asterisk. Also, hopefully the devs don't censor it too much, and it is, as they say, only minor tweaks, like the convulsing child. You can just have the child there. Don't need that extra visceral detail, which in your video you did mention that. So that's where I'm coming from. So let me continue with my script. So that's my perspective. But to bring it back to the car analogy, I'm buying a different model of the car that you have. In this made up scenario, you own a Dodge Avenger. I'll be owning a Dodge Charger. Both nice looking cars, but your model looks better. So why should you sacrifice slightly to make your car slightly less pretty so I could feel better for my purchase? The anger and frustration, from my point of view, is warranted because your game works perfectly fine. No reason to change it to equal the quality of the console users. These are minor tweaks for sure, but it is very unnecessary and forced upon.
Move up.
Now on PC, you can mod it back to its original form, but now you're having to go to a third party where if the code changes again, it could ruin your game unless the modder upkeeps the mod with the devs. A needless extra hurdle thrusted upon you, still free, not paying for the extra work, but now you're needing that extra work to maintain your classic car design. And that's my uh, long and short version of the argument.
We're at the rear
you shouldn't have to sacrifice your console that you've paid in full, your game that you paid in full, so that
Copy.
to have this is why I didn't play and wrote a script, because I have a disability that I can't multitask too well, so that's what's happening here. Um,
Bravo 6 moving interior.
you shouldn't have to sacrifice the thing that you purchase for us console users. Another example I would bring up, which this bothered me for years, is when I played Rainbow Six Siege. I never understood why the professional complaints translated to the everyday user of people, because we found the game fun, but there was a time, there was a let me pause it real quick. Um, there's no reason to not have like two different set of systems, to where professionals can have it one way and the regular gamers who still find the game fun can have it another way. The fact that they combined the complaints of the professionals and the regular gamers and made Rainbow Six not only unrecognizable, but almost I won't say unplayable, but it's there's a reason why they needed to revamp the Siege, which I still haven't gone back. It's been a while, a very long while. The last game I played was it Blacklight? I think it was the last operation. Um, and it was just going downhill. No, I definitely played after Blacklight, because I definitely played with the chick with the two drones, where you can switch in between. But yeah, they started getting rid of stuff that made the game its uniqueness. Like they got rid of grenades. They kept trying to shift the gunplay, like Ella's gun, for example, which I loved for a very long time. But they kept messing it to where it's like the first shot is 100% accurate. The 14th shot is where it starts randomizing. Um, it started to get super complicated and non-fun. And that's what my problem with the argument that you're going for, and why I think it's flawed. I hope that makes sense. That's why I read the script first and got my points across, because I I don't I have a hard time giving my coherent thought without writing it down. So I hope I either change your mind or at least give you a different perspective on why the gaming community is in an uproar. It is well warranted, it is deserved, because they are changing things that you didn't ask for, like at all. It wasn't a problem. Um, they're forcing a change upon you because a console, like a different dealership, is making a fuss about it. So everyone needs to change for the people that are interested in buying the lesser attractive car. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's my argument. Hopefully this reaches to you, and maybe make a response video in return so I can hear another argument. But that's my perspective.